not have helped.
I know, it was a tough one to watch. Stayed up a little bit to watch some of that game. But good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, July 7th. At least it's not downpouring this morning.
Yes.
We've got a little bit of a change in our weather pattern.
But our old pal, the sun, remains on vacation for the most part for another day.
But it was rough yesterday for people trying to get anywhere. Today, we're getting a lot better than that. We got a chance for a shower, but nothing major, not like we've been dealing with. In fact, look at these 36-hour rainfall totals. In Camden, no wonder they had the kind of flooding that made the national news. We had over 4 inches of rain, 4.34, even in Center City. Almost 4.25. Bristol Township, 3.5. Washington Township, just under 3.5 inches of rain. Cinnaminson, 2.73. Wilmington, 2.17. There were plenty of places that got almost next to nothing, including parts of the Jersey Shore. But today, what we're looking at, a different story. We're seeing some showers that have been out to the west that are just really falling apart. So we've got a couple of sprinkles, chance for a shower, but nothing major today. 69 degrees, really comfortable numbers. Remember, you were waking up to the 80s when we had that extreme heat. 69's around where we should be this time of year, but it is horribly humid. So you're starting it off, it's muggy, it's cloudy, maybe a shower around. I think you see some peaks of sun here or there, but overall, a lot of clouds. 75 at lunchtime, cool for July. At 4 o'clock, temperatures in the upper 70s. That's 10 degrees below average. At 8 o'clock, cloudy skies and 76. So hitting just under 80 in the city, Matt. A little bit warmer if you're south of the city today.
Karen.
Much better than yesterday isn't saying much, though.
Yeah,
that's right. Anything would be. And we are a lot drier than yesterday. We may see a spotty shower. It's a little damp in some spots right now, but not a big deal. Temperatures are around where they should be for a change. Upper 60s as you head out the door. We do have a lot of clouds. It's horribly humid once again, and that stays with us through the day. At 10 o'clock at 72, maybe a spotty shower around, especially north and west or south of the city. At lunchtime, there could be a little sprinkle near the city itself. At 1 o'clock, it's 76 degrees. Temperatures mostly holding in the upper 70s. I think if you were in South Jersey, you make it to the low 80s. 81 at Atlantic City Airport, 82 in Millville, 83 in Delaware and Smyrna, but only 74 in Allentown, 76 in Lansdale. So a real range with some spots holding in the upper 70s, which is very rare for July. So by July standards, it's a cooler day. Maybe this is your week at the shore. Today's rather cloudy, some peaks of sun. It's humid though, and 78. Brighter with an onshore wind tomorrow and 77. A late day thunder shower Thursday down the shore in 81. Friday, a couple of thunderstorms late day and 88 degrees for your high. Here in the city, though, we do hit the 90-degree mark in the 7-day. I'll show you when that happens. We'll kind of take a peek ahead in the forecast coming up in a few minutes. Matt and Aliana.
Thanks, Karen.
Alert today, but things are still looking a little dreary out there.
I mean, this is not the prettiest picture we've ever seen over the Commuter Berry Bridge. We do have a lot of clouds out there, even a touch of drizzle here and there. But here's the big thing. No weather extremes looking ahead. If you feel like you need a break, Mother Nature trying to give that to you. We've been on the cool side yesterday and today, but we do hit 90 again by Friday. And next week looks like we hold at or near the low 90s most of the week. So it's not that we don't have heat returning, but just marginal heat. Nothing like the extremes that we've had with triple-digit temperatures and record-breaking temperatures. Satellite and radar showing it's not 100% dry either. Right now, we have no flood watches or warnings through the area. We're good to go, but we do have a lot of clouds, and you see how we've had some showers that are really falling apart to a spotty sprinkle to the north. Wouldn't be surprised to see another shower to the south, but nothing major happening. 69 degrees, so comfortable. Remember last week we were waking up with heat index values 90 degrees. Now it's 69. It's 66 in Allentown, only 64 in Quakertown, 69 in Millville. It's humid, but those temperatures are actually around where they should be. Maybe the kids will complain it's a little too cool to even swim today. The UV index is a 4. It was a 10 last week. So things are really changing for us with all the clouds that we have. I think we see some peaks of sun, but clouds this morning. And this morning you've got about 20% chance of a shower coming through. I think it's drier in the afternoon with some peaks of sun. At lunchtime, 75. At 2 o'clock, it's 76. At 6 o'clock, 78 degrees. Even at 8 o'clock at night, it's just 77. The air quality is good, so that's no issue for us today. Another change from when we had the heat and the humidity and the oppressive conditions that kept the air quality and some pollutants trapped in our air. Clouds begin to break overnight. 68 degrees for a pretty comfortable overnight temperature as well. And then we look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's the pick of the week. You may start with some morning clouds. Your morning commute, mostly cloudy tomorrow, but then we break into sunshine. We get temperatures into the low to mid 80s, and it feels a little more comfortable tomorrow. So tomorrow's looking pretty good before the storm chances return to end the week. It gets a little busy again with the weather at the end of the week. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, mostly cloudy skies, some peaks of sun, just under 80 in the city. You're in the 70s north and west. You're in the low 80s in South Jersey today. Then tomorrow, 85 for your high. Pick of the week, it's looking good after morning clouds. The afternoon looks nice. On Thursday, it's humid. It's 87 degrees. Watch for some afternoon and evening showers and storms that start to fire up Thursday, so it does look like it turns wet again. Friday, 90 degrees. It's hot and humid with a storm at the end of the day, not so much in the afternoon. Saturday, it's warm, just a shower or spotty storm. It looks mostly dry now Saturday. Saturday's not too bad, but Sunday's the brighter of the two, 88 degrees, at least partly sunny skies, and Monday pretty seasonable, 89 before we start to heat up to those low 90s again. So we're not done with the 90s, but at least no triple digits in our near future. Knock on everything you got.
Thankfully, yes, please. Don't knock too many times. Am I just kidding. Thank you, Kate.
Be a little less eventful than Monday and Sunday and
Let's have
Saturday
a boring
and
weather
Friday.
day.
Yes, please.
A boring few days, would you like?
I'd love to be boring.
Listen, I'm the queen of boring. I got your
Boring
back.
is nice.
I got your back.
We
It's
like
going to be
boring.
good. 66 degrees right now in Allentown. It's a comfortable 64 if you're waking up in Quakertown, 65 in Coatesville. We're almost at 70 in the city, exactly where we should be this time of year. It is sticky, but it's at least comfortable temperature-wise. 70 in Salem and 72 waking up in Ocean City. Satellite and radar showing a couple light showers. For the most part, they've been falling apart. There's still another shower to the west that will slowly migrate through. So we get a spotty shower around, but nothing like we've been dealing with. No flood warnings, no flood advisories today. I'm giving you the day off of that, but I'm adding a lot of clouds and some peaks of sun. So a stray shower or a storm around throughout the region. 74 in the Lehigh Valley. Cool there, just under 80 in the city. In South Jersey, you make it to the low 80s, but at the shore, it's 78 degrees with a low risk of rip current. So a lot of clouds around. But Matt, I mean, people are probably navigating the damage and a mess that we had yesterday, still causing some issues, I bet.
It is.
And happy traveling, Karen Rogers.
Nidhi is the best at plan. I'm always asking a million questions. I can't figure any of this out. So thanks, Nydia. Good morning, everybody. Maybe you're just trying to head out for that morning run, not traveling today through our region. We do have a lot of clouds, a couple of spotty sprinkles, and it's pretty humid right now as you're heading out for that morning run. But at least temperature-wise, around where we should be. The upper 60s this morning at 9 at 71. You got about a 20% chance for a shower coming through. Right now we're seeing a few north and west. I think we'll see one near the city around lunchtime, 75 degrees, but no watches, no warnings through the area. Not the rain from yesterday. I do want to show you the dew points though. How sticky does it feel? You see the lighter shades of green? It's not bad out there in Allentown and Trenton. Rather sticky in the city and horribly humid down in South Jersey like Wildwood, Millville, Newfield, even in Dover, Delaware, and in Middletown. So it gets stickier as you go farther south this morning. Heading out the day today, lots of clouds, some peaks of sun, just under 80 in the city. Tomorrow, pick of the week, 85 degrees. Sunshine returns in the afternoon. It's going to feel pretty good. Storms return on Thursday. I know you don't want any more rain. We don't need any more rain, but we've got the shot for some. So we'll talk about that in that 7-day forecast. I'll get you ready for the weekend. It's Tuesday. Of course, we're getting ready for the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Matt and Aliana, I'm always ready.
It's never more than 7 days away.
Thank you. Yeah.
6:41.
Much as this dog.
I think I'd hobble myself right along with that dog to get Mr. Softy. All of my dogs always liked ice cream too. I think we just had joy giving it to them, you know. I'm not actually sure it's good for them, but they seem to like it. Looking ahead today, it's rather cloudy. It's rather cool. It's sticky, but not bad today. Pick of the week tomorrow. We got some sunshine coming back tomorrow. I think you're going to like the forecast. By the end of the week, we're talking more humid and more storms. I know you don't want any more storms. At this point, not looking like anything too severe, but right now, satellite and radar showing just a couple of spotty showers. You see how it started off some rain, really kind of fading off to a few showers north and west, maybe a couple to the south. I'm keeping an eye on this slow moving cell that could drop a shower in the city late this morning into maybe midday. 69 degrees, the current temperature right now. Temperature's right around where they should be this time of year. It's more humid to the south than it is breeze to the north, 66 in Allentown. But all of us are dealing with the humidity this afternoon. Maybe you want to hit a bike ride. Only a spotty shower around, especially through the first half of the day. I think the second half is drier. You get some peaks of sun, but a lot of clouds. But look at these temperatures at 11 at 74, at 3 o'clock 77, at 5 78. Unusual to see these temperatures about 10 degrees below average today. I do think, though, if you're in South Jersey, you're in the low 80s, and Delaware, too. 83 in Smyrna, 82 in Millville, 81 at Atlantic City Airport, 79 in the city, but just the low to mid 70s in some spots like Allentown and Lansdale. So north of the city, it's even cooler today than south of the city. Air quality is good, so that's no issue for you. Looking at tomorrow's forecast, this high pressure tries to move back in. Tries to turn less humid. We'll see about that, but we do get the clouds break for sunshine. So overall tomorrow, pick of the week, this front that's kind of stalled near us finally pushes a little bit to the south before the next shot of rain comes Thursday. Even by 1 in the afternoon, this model suggesting we may already see some showers or a couple of thunderstorms straight into the evening hours. Looks like we dry out overnight Thursday night into Friday. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, mostly cloudy, some peaks of sun, spotty shower. Not a bad day, but unusually cool, just under 80. Tomorrow, pick of the week, 85 for your high. Humidity is high on Thursday, 87. It's warm with some storms around through the afternoon and evening, so it could be wet again. On Friday, hot and humid, maybe a late day or nighttime storm, and 90. Saturday's looking drier. 88, it's warm, a shower or two, but nothing too terrible. Sunday, partly sunny, 88, and Monday, a pretty seasonable high of 89. Does look like we may slip into the low 90s next week, but not looking at any extreme heat like we saw last week. That was rough, and over the weekend, guys.
All right, Karen, thank you.
Rather cool, but we've had worse.
Yeah,
like yesterday.
Definitely had worse. Yesterday was a doozy.
It was a rough one.
We'll take this for back here tomorrow.